Hello, Internet! My name's Eric Schmiel, and welcome back to Schmiel Show. This pandemic's been a hell of a curveball, huh? But I think I was particularly well equipped for it. You see, before I got furloughed from the hostel near the beginning of the thing, I'd worked for 6 years as an internet analyst from home. So I'd already developed a lot of good habits for maintaining a healthy lifestyle while being stuck in the same damn house all day, every day, forever. Things like, Thing 1. Maintain a regular schedule. Thing 2, respect the regular schedule. Weekends at 5, hard cutoff. Weekends are weekends and evenings are evenings. Do not do work during off time and do not do chores during work time. Thing 3, make a deliberate effort to socialize with people on a regular basis. When there's nothing making you leave the house, you have to treat seeing people like going to the gym. It just keeps your mind in a healthy place, or else you'll start becoming isolated and weird. For me, this meant maintaining a regular board game night with friends on Tabletop Simulator and doing movie nights. Thing 4. What's thing 4? Leave the house. Thing 4. Leave the house. Do not spend 18 hours a day sitting in the same room in the same chair at the same desk. That means getting up and walking around for a couple minutes once an hour. Go stand outside the front door and soak in sunlight like a houseplant. I would drive into town early in the mornings and walk a couple blocks on the sidewalk or go for a walk in the park. I kept those habits up really well for a long time, but after a year and 3 months, those habits really deteriorated, and I could feel the old isolationist fatigue weighing down on me again. But once I got fully vaccinated and I was able to go out for a cup of coffee again for the first time after a long, long quarantine, it was so incredibly rejuvenating. Old hopes started stirring again, like the embers of dead dreams are being prodded and jostled beneath cold morning ashes. This long year of solitude was in part something I've really needed. I spent most of that time heads down building up my programming skills, trying to treat my training like a full-time job. But part of that required me to set aside old ambitions. There just wasn't enough space in my head or my heart to entertain more than one dream. Trying to hone my software development skills to professional level required killing the passions in my life that animated me much more strongly. And I really did go through a period of mourning for that. But I'm getting too old to be this broke and I needed to focus. Things got a bit gray. I tried to maintain those clean delineations between time for work and time for me, but during my personal time, it was hard to get myself to do much of anything. I tried working on some more projects, but overloading my schedule and trying to make a commitment to something larger outside of work has routinely been a recipe for anxiety and freakouts for me. But I wasn't really doing anything else in my time, and an old familiar malaise was starting to wash over me again. Where the time between work wasn't really my time. It was nobody's time. My personal time had become nothing more than an industrial waste product. But something about sitting on a warm, sunny, stone slab patio helped rekindle some of those old ambitions. Ambitions that life can be more than just the endless gray malaise of working and waiting to work. I'm trying to be deliberate with my time again, to deliberately do real things with my time. Things that break routines and feel like life. Nothing grand, just little things that distinguish the days. Things. Just things. I want to do things and not just lay in bed too tired to do anything. So, today, I'm talking to you, or blogging, and after this, I'm gonna go watch a movie with some friends. On the internet still, but still, with friends. Last night I went out with my mom to Powhatan State Park, and we went to the secluded little pond where the Richmond Photography Meetup Group had gone several nights earlier to take pictures of the Milky Way. She had talked about that kind of photography for years. I had assumed she'd already been to those kinds of events several times already, but it turns out she's missed it every single time for years. So we decided to check it out ourselves, just me and her. A scouting trip so we'd know what to expect when we drove out into the middle of nowhere at 1 o'clock in the morning on a future night looking for stars. Nothing too grand. Just a drive with my mom to think about the future in a field. But it was something. Something so much more than just laying in bed doing nothing. I don't know if we'll talk again, but I hope we will. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, but that's the show. Have a good night.
One more thing. Do you run Dungeons and Dragons games? Because I have created a web app. It's Combat Tracker Live! Track combat initiative at the click of a button. No setup, no logging in. It's as simple as notepaper and twice as good.
It's a combat tracker! Why?
Do you ever think, it's a violent world. I get in fights all the time. I need to track this. But I'm a millennial and I don't have any money. Well, good news, my avocado-loving barbarian bucko. It's free.
It's a combat tracker! Why?
Go to combattrackerlite.versal.app and try it today. Please try it. I worked very hard on this.